final debate. The candidates for Michigan's governor face off one last time before Election Day. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle DeSelms.
And I'm Brian Sterling. We have team coverage. Byron Tollefson has reaction from both Governor Whitmer and Tudor Dixon. And Rick Alvin's here with us in studio with analysis, talking about what impact tonight's debate might have.
We want to start with key moments tonight. The debate began with a big issue here in Michigan, abortion, specifically Proposal 3. The moderators asked each candidate if they would follow the will of the people, no matter which way the vote goes.
I've said that from the very beginning. There are no laws that I say I think that I'm more powerful than that. I know the governor has gone around laws before and in fact gone around the Constitution and doesn't believe that the governor is beholden to law or Constitution. But I do not feel that way. Absolutely. If this is what the people want, then I will enforce that.
This is about all the women and girls in our state. This is about the ability to have bodily autonomy, be treated as a full American citizen. Mrs. Dixon will tell you here that she'll abide by whatever happens with regard to ballot initiative 3. Behind closed doors, she tells her radical special interest group she will do anything necessary to curtail abortion rights. The governor absolutely matters to this right. My lawsuit's the only reason it's not in effect right now. Will she sign laws abridging that right?
The candidates also touched on a top issue for voters, inflation and the economy. However, in their responses, the debate became more about whether Governor Whitmer did enough to help put money back in people's pockets.
Well, I've heard several times from Gretchen Whitmer that she'll work with anyone on anything and that she's bipartisan, but she's actually vetoed quite a bit of opportunity to put money back into the pockets of the people.
We'd never raised the gas tax, number one. In fact, we have cut taxes. Number two, the bills Mrs. Dixon refers to were a gimmick. Republicans in Lansing wanted to tell you that they were cutting your taxes, but they didn't even take effect until spring of next year. I don't have time for games, and I don't think you do either.
She can work with anybody, but now the bills from Republicans are a gimmick. In fact, I think she's been on the House floor twice, so maybe she should have gone and tried to negotiate so that she could actually get some of those tax cuts.
Now we want to get to News 8's Byron Tollefson, who talked to the candidates after tonight's debate. He begins our team coverage tonight from Rochester.
Polls have showed a tightening race. Governor Whitmer led by double digits just a few weeks ago, and recent polling has her up by only a few points. But Whitmer tells us she always expected a tight race.
Close. We always knew that this would be a close race. I never for a second doubted that. What I did doubt was polls that had it at double digits. I never saw that. This is a great state, but it is a divided state at times.
Republican challenger Tudor Dixon, closing the gap in recent polls, is hoping to ride a wave of momentum to the governor's office.
I feel strong. We're not going to change anything that we're doing. We're going to continue to push in the next 14 days and hold the governor accountable.
During the debate, Dixon painted Whitmer as too close to the Biden agenda. She claimed the governor has failed to work across the aisle, vetoing Republican proposals meant to help families deal with historically high inflation.
This governor has not done anything to help inflation, but I would put money back in your pockets. I would make sure we have that child tax credit. I would make sure that we reduce the income tax.
Whitmer says the governor alone can't fix global inflation, but she says she has taken plenty of action to help struggling families. When asked if she's been too close to the president's policies, she said,
"This is the Republican talking point. It's baloney. Everyone knows we are dealing with global inflation. It hurts. And that's why I've taken action to put more money in people's pockets. And I've got proposals in front of the legislature to eliminate the retirement tax, triple the earned income tax credit, and pause the sales tax on gas."
During the debate, Dixon brought up parents being concerned about books in school libraries with sexually explicit images, referencing how the Spring Lake School Board just last week voted to remove one from their high school library.
Parents can go and say, I don't think this material is appropriate. And in the case of Spring Lake, they were able to take that off the library shelves.
Governor Whitmer said there are more important issues on the line.
Like, do you really think that books pose a greater danger to our kids than gun violence does? Mrs. Dixon is trying to distract us.
To that, Dixon later replied,
I think there are dangers all over for our children. I don't rank one as different than the other. I want to make sure our kids are safe no matter what.
Whitmer defended her record, saying the economy is growing and Michigan can't afford to change course.
We've had a lot of challenges that we've had to navigate, and yet we've put people at the center of our work. We put our fiscal house in order, we've given people tax relief, and we've made record investments in things like education, skills, and we've announced so much in terms of job opportunities.
Election Day is 2 weeks from today. The Secretary of State's office said this morning that more than 770,000 mail-in ballots have already been returned. That is nearly half of the 1.8 million ballots that were requested. In Rochester, Byron Tollefson, News 8.
And as we've mentioned, tonight's debate comes as recent polls show this race is really tightening.
Political reporter Rick Alvin joins us now with what impact this debate could have. Rick?
Well, let's look some of the debate criteria that we talked about earlier on the shows today. Pardon me. The first thing I said is don't get a self-inflicted wound. Don't have that meltdown minute where you can't or won't answer a question or completely mess up the answer. Neither candidate did. Another point was staying on point. Don't do anything that is overtly different from the policies you've already stated. They both stayed with their positions and both tried to define the other's position in a couple of feisty exchanges. I also thought they were both pretty determined and were ready to make their points forcefully. They both made a strong appeal to get people to vote for them, remembering that they probably aren't changing a lot of minds, but it's imperative that they get people who are likely supporters to turn out and vote. That turnout will be everything. They both made a strong pitch at the end in the closing remarks, and I think the opening statements kind of set the tone. The governor talked about reaching across the aisle. Dixon said Whitmer pursued a radical progressive agenda. Later, Whitmer said Dixon couldn't be trusted on school safety, and Dixon said she would stand with parents when it comes to education. So what does all this mean? Even as voting has been going on since late September, up until 2 weeks ago, polling suggested that the governor had a double-digit lead. So will ballots returned at that time reflect that polling? In the last 2 weeks, poll averages the difference down to about 3%. So how does that impact no reason absentee voting? We don't know and won't until the rest of the votes will be cast in 2 weeks. But as much as 50% of the vote, the total vote, could be cast before the polls open. And we may never know how these debates impacted the race. What we do know is that from the first debate until now, the race has closed significantly. And finally, a quick note about the next big event in this election cycle, election night and returns. Those absentee ballots, right now 1.8 million, as Byron said, could be more. It means it's going to take a lot longer to count. So you got to be prepared and be patient. We'll get the results, just not as soon as any of us would probably like them.
All right, yeah, definitely going to be patient that night, probably look into the next day. Rick, thanks so much for that.